Welcome to the video on team defensive training. It's unit defending and team defending exercises. So in this first video clip you're going to see 4 lines of 4 working together to take up the correct shapes. I call a cone number, that's number 1. Now I call number 3. And they have to adjust their hip position and their unit to form the correct shape. That's number 4. Notice the first 2 players, the pressure and the cover. The first 2 players, pressure and cover, hips are the same direction. And the balance player, hips are facing forward. So pressure, cover, balance, yell out a number, you can yell out a color, and they take the correct shape. In this exercise now, we keep the same cones, the same grid. Orange plays to orange. The yellow team will have to take up the good defensive shapes, shift as a unit together, pressure, cover, balance. And if the yellow team intercepts the ball, they will attempt to play back to the other yellow team. This is a side angle, so you could see where we step to the ball and pressure and cover and balance. There's going to be times that they do this not correct, but you could see that they're trying. I would also add in commands like shift left right there. That wasn't so great. Shift right, shift left. As you can see, as we step to the ball, as it gets passed, he should drop. Again, there we go. As the ball gets shifted, you should see the changes in the lines. Now we're actually going to go to an exercise where it is 5 defenders in that back line. We're actually practicing a 3-5-2 game model, so the 2 wingers actually are part of this back line of 5 with the 3 center backs in the middle. As you can see, pressure's out wide, comes back in to join the line. As the outside part of the line of 5 goes to pressure, we should have the next covering defender at 45-degree angle back from him. Pressure, cover, and balance. Again, you see a little bit more of this right now. The yellow team is instructed to move the ball 10 passes minimum to make the orange team shift from side to side. When you make the defense shift from side to side, you open up spaces in between the players that hopefully you can exploit and go score on goal. And then we're going to change this up in the next clip. Now we've added midfield. We have 3 midfielders to play as a defensive screen in front of the back line of 5. And we also have the back line of 5 holding bands to connect that unit, just to give them the idea that everything needs to be coordinated and they need to move together as one unit. If somebody is taking up a wrong position, it's very evident with the bands because you can see that the shape is going to be off. There's a few times where the shape is definitely off in this exercise. And again, that's what we do as coaches. We'll go back and correct that. As long as they get the basic idea here, which is the back line of 5 and 3 screening midfielders in front of them. And this is going to shift. Again, it actually looks like there might be 1 midfielder in front there. No, there's 2, there's 3 in there. And in this next exercise, you're going to no bands. You have the 3 midfielders in front of that line of 5, and now they play to counter goals. So once they win the ball, they look to possess this ball and play as quickly as they can, though, into the 2 counter goals, which are situated at half field. If they give up the ball, they just defend again. You can limit the number of passes the yellow team has to score, maybe 5 passes in order to shoot on goal. Or the orange team, sorry, when the orange team wins the ball, you could limit it to 5 passes to get them to score, because it's actually a defending exercise, so you want them to do as much defending as possible. And the next thing we're going to switch here, we're going to add, this is going to be 10v11, where you actually add the 2 forwards now. So it's still a line of 5, line of 3, and this is specific to the 3-5-2 game model. The forward on the ball side is going to drop in and pressure with that line of 3, but pressure from behind. The other forward stays up high. He might split the center backs, he might come back a few yards, As the ball gets shifted one forward, the forward will drop in the opposite side and the other forward will go up top, because you don't want one forward running back and forth all the way across the field while the other forward just stays high. They should split that responsibility. One forward has half the field, the other forward has the other half of the field. When the ball's on that half, the forward drops back, pressures from behind as the other forward stays high. As the ball gets shifted, the two forwards shift. The high forward now drops low, and the low forward then goes high. As you can see, this is good pressure on the ball by the orange team. It's actually a very good job trying to get behind on the yellow team. So that's some quick exercises on how to do unit defending. You would switch, if you're playing a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2, you would switch these exercises for the appropriate numbers for each unit and for the team in defending.